What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Crawford sends Jaron Ennis a message after his performance last night, and this is what his tweet had to say. He said, quote, at Jaron Ennis, he said, I did see the fight. No, I did see the fight, but I heard about it. So that meant I didn't see the fight, but I heard about it. Stay focused and keep working on your craft. Every night's not going to be the same. Never get too comfortable in this game. If you're trying to get to the mecca of the sport, stay on your mission because all it takes is one slip up. Those are the words of Terence Crawford, and let me counterpunch. I think Terence definitely is empathizing with Jaron Ennis because Jaron Ennis, he had a challenging night last night. He won the fight. You know, he dropped Karen, right? And he dropped him, but then Karen came on. He had good footwork. He had good defense. He held a little bit too much as his overall offense, which that wasn't cool, you know, because, he got a point deducted as a result. But Jaron Ennis got hit with a lot of shots that I don't think he could have and should have got hit with. You know, I think his defense needs working. That's what Terence Crawford's really saying. Like, look, keep sharpening on your craft because, all it takes is one slip up. And that could have happened last night if Karen had better or bigger punching power. If he was a bigger puncher than he was, Jaron Ennis would probably be somewhere else. We would probably be looking at upset. You know what I'm saying? So just like Williams, right? Williams fought Gallegos last night and came up short. He got stopped. You see what I mean? So those type of things can happen in boxing on any given night when you get in there. So he's absolutely right. But I think Terence Crawford saying that because Terence Crawford, empathizing, knows that he knows what he's going through because that Madrimal fight was not an easy fight either. Like he said, not every fight's going to go the way you think it's going to go, right? And I don't think people anticipated Madrimov going to the distance and having that type of performance against Terence Crawford, right? And really vice versa. Everybody thought Terence was the way he dismantled Errol Spence last year. They thought he was just going to move to 154, especially calling out Canelo Alvarez. This is just that first step in that direction of fighting Canelo Alvarez in that next weight class. And, and look what you ran into. You ran into a Gennady Golovkin Jr., right? So he ran into a guy that was definitely game. Okay, so he knows what it's like to be in a tough fight. And I have to take my hat off to Terence Crawford because he could have used this. He could have been an asshole and used this as like, oh, you ain't ready for me, kid. You know what I mean? Because, what I seen last night, I wasn't impressed. Well, I mean, people could say the same thing about Terence Crawford also, could they? And they did do that because after the Madrimal fight, people were saying there's no way in Hades he's going to go up there and even challenge or having a chance of winning against Canelo. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Terence Crawford, just showing his sportsmanship, you know what I mean, and his big brotherhood to Jaron Ennis, really. So it wasn't really time or he didn't use that as an opportunity to gloat or to brag or whatever because they both won. It was not like he lost, but understand he was in a fight that was tougher than expected. So again, that just takes maturity and wisdom when you get older as a fighter to understand where and what stage that Jared Boots Ennis is in. You know what I mean? So yeah. And speaking of Jaron for a minute, Jaron is a guy, I probably said Jared, didn't I? But anyway, Jaron is a guy that, you have to watch him. He might be another Jarrett Swift Hurd. Because Jarrett Swift Hurd was like that. He was a big guy. He was at a weight class probably too long. And then when he went up, he got taken out eventually. And then got to be careful for taking a lot of shots, because if you're able to get hit, that means you're able possibly to get dropped or stopped. But no, it really made, and people should understand that Terence Crawford, is that gives him a lot of positive character by doing what he did. You know what I mean? And because, again, he could have used this at any time to do whatever, and he didn't. So that shows a lot about Terence Crawford and his message to him. But, I mean, he's absolutely right with everything he said. I agree with 100%. You guys tell me what you think of Terence Crawford's message to Jaron Ennis. Of course, please subscribe. Or Jaron Ennis. And you guys please subscribe. And you all been Counterpunch. Peace!